whenever I hear that a doctor or a nurse is being accused of negligence, like here in the UK, one thing that always crosses my mind is I want to know the real story. Like, I want to know the full story. I want to know what the full picture was. What was the working condition on that particular shift? If, for instance, if it's a nurse who was, doing the workload of 2 or 3 nurses, maybe one particular nurse covering, maybe 10 patients, for instance, or 6, 7, 8, 8 to 10 patients, well, they're understaffed, so you can't provide an environment that's an unsafe environment for people to work in and then accuse them of negligence. So you can't provide X amount of time for people to do 2x or 3x or 4x amount of work and expect them to do a good job. So you can't be expecting people to follow the guidelines like completely, and then you're doing more and more paperwork, and you're like, people have to do this, you have to fill this form, you have to do this. Like, you're expecting a perfect system, a perfect service delivery in a very small amount of time. It doesn't make sense. So you can't create an unsafe environment by not providing adequate staffing and overworking people and expecting them to literally sacrifice themselves, like just destroy themselves trying to do so much in so little amount of time. And then maybe sometime down the line something gets missed. Maybe there's a delay in a cancer diagnosis, or missed cancer diagnosis, or delay in diagnosis of a serious medical condition, and then you not come and accuse people of negligence. It doesn't make any sense. So whenever I see those kind of stories and say, oh, this nurse, NHS doctor, blah blah, accused of negligence, I want to know the full story. I want to know the working conditions under which that person worked that predisposed that person to missing things or not being able to complete things as sufficiently as they should. So the system predisposes you, the worker, to danger by providing an unsafe environment. Does that make sense? Yeah, it's just what happens, really, and it doesn't make sense.